Hello, my wonderful Scorpios. Welcome to Vovo Tarot. I'm Joni Vovo, a drag artist based in Sydney's inner west. I've been doing personal readings for friends, just privately, and I thought, you know what, I'll give it a go. I'll start doing some general readings and put them on the interwebs and see where it goes. So this, like I said, is a general reading for if Scorpio sits in your sun, moon, rising, or Venus. So, like any general reading, take what resonates, and if the stories or messages don't quite fit, it just means that this reading isn't for you, it's for another Scorpio in the collective who's watching on. I'm using the standard Rider-Waite deck, and I'll be doing a Celtic cross, so looking at the current situation, past, future, cross energy, which is the problem or situation or area of growth that you're currently dealing with. We'll look at what's known. We'll look at what you don't see coming, as well as advice, external factors, hopes and fears, and the final outcome. And just to say, we do look at the future and final outcome, but you do have free will. So just take this as not advice, but just hopefully a chance for you to have some more clarity on your situation and make your own choices. So let's jump in. I'll just give the cards one final shuffle. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, it's World Goth Day today, 22nd of May, when I'm recording this. So I thought I'd try a different look. It's a bit gothier than what I usually do, but I think it's a vibe. I like it. Although I should have put foundation on my shoulder because it's... okay, anyway. It is what it is. So, here we go. Current situation, cross energy, past, future, what's known, what you don't see coming, advice, external factors, hopes and fears, and final outcome. And as we go, I might pull some clarified extra cards along the way, just if I feel we need to dive in a little deeper on any of the cards. Okay, so let's start with the current situation. What was that? I don't know. Okay, we've got the Nine of Swords. So the swords are all to do about the mind and thoughts and the spoken word. The Knights are very passionate, very fast. So you might be feeling like you're having to rush into a bunch of different situations and just either you're speaking your truth or you're feeling like you have to advise in whatever's going on. Maybe this is work, maybe this is social, but it's very much you're out there, you're opinionated, you're giving that advice, you're showing your thoughts, and it's all just very go, go, go. Don't quite know the context. We'll see if that gets clarified as we continue. So the past, we've got, oh, okay, Seven of Wands. So, a bit of conflict there. There's a few conflict cards in the deck, but the Seven of Wands is more about you having to defend your position. And the Wands are about a few things, but they can be about personal power. So you're perhaps there's people coming in trying to take you down a notch, and you've had to be quite defensive to defend your standpoint. You can see here this guy is kind of, you know, it looks like he's standing on the world, but anyway, he's kind of on a higher point, and everyone's trying to, I guess, knock him down off there. So you're very much, you know your standpoint, you know what you stand for, and you've been having to defend yourself, which now explains the Knight of Swords. So what's coming up? We've got the Empress. Oh, the Empress is the Queen of Queens. So, you know, she's got a mastery of all the elements, cups, swords, pentacles, and wands. So I guess I might need to pull a clarifier here. I've got no idea what this context is, but it's basically you've had to defend your situation, but it looks like it pays off. You're not getting knocked off your peg. That was the wrong expression. You're not getting taken down a peg. You're keeping your position, but also you're keeping your own authority. So it's not like you had to lose anything or make any compromises. You still are in charge of your own power, and you still have access to all your resources. And yeah, I'm going to pull a clarify. I want to know what this context is. Okay. So we've got the Hermit inverted. That doesn't really help. Well, I guess I'd say perhaps you've spent time being more, I guess, less public facing. Perhaps you've spent a lot of time knowing your own inner truth, your own opinion, and perhaps you've just started to venture out to be more public with what you have to say and share. So you spent that time doing that introspective work, figuring out what your values are, what you stand for, what's important to you. And then, okay, that's what's going on. So once you've figured out what's important to you, you've gone out to try and enact it. And you've met some resistance along the way. And it was inverted. So this means that you've come out of that space of solitude. So I feel like you've spent some time figuring out what you want to stand for, what's important to you, and you're now enacting that. All right, so it gives a little bit more context. It could be friends, family, work, but it looks like you're doing this hard work of defending yourself and having good boundaries, and it looks like it's going to pay off so far. I mean, we've still got a few more cards to pull, but I guess this is what you're aiming for. Okay, so what's sitting in your conscious mind? We've got, the Eight of Swords. Okay, so the Eight of Swords is a bit of a mental prison. So there might be something that you're obsessing over, something that's causing you a lot of worry and distress. And I mean, we can see here that you're not in an easy situation at the moment, having to defend yourself. But it looks like all that work is maybe keeping you up at night. And I guess I would say, I hope that you trying to establish your own personal power and authority, you're doing it from the right place. I mean, this is what you're aware of. So you're aware that you have these concerns and worries. So I would hope that you're speaking up, but doing it not out of being triggered or distressed or anxiety. Wow, Scorpio, it sounds like you're really going through it. So let's see what's sitting in the unconscious, or what you don't see coming. Oh, Queen of Pentacles. So maybe this is to do with work. So Queen of Pentacles is all about finances, money, material things. So, maybe, I mean, and if we pair that with the Empress as well, I feel like you're probably wanting to create some sort of stability. So maybe you're trying to make your work more secure, or your work environment more stable, or maybe, this can be to do with home as well. So maybe you're wanting your home life to be more stable. So I feel like for you, what you're pushing for is stability. Okay, how are we going so far? Oh, Scorpio, like I said, it sounds like you're going through it. So I hope you're okay. We'll keep going. Some advice. All right, the Ace of Swords. So again, I mentioned before, the swords are all about the mind, intellect, knowledge, understanding, and the spoken word. So It might be, and my cat has just started clawing at the door. I'm just gonna let her in 1 second. Come on, Puss. Hurry up. Come on. Oh. Okay, where were we? Ace of Swords. And aces are all about something new. So your advice is maybe there's a new way of Ow, cat! Maybe there's a new way of communicating. Or maybe there's a new... Maybe you have a new value or new thought or new understanding or new perspective that you need to share. So perhaps to create this stability, you might need to communicate in a different way, or there might be some important piece of information or thought, understanding, perspective that you need to share to get people on board to work towards that stability, if that makes sense. So perhaps there's something that you haven't expressed yet that you need to. I'm gonna keep going. I don't want to start over. These videos, they are what they are. I'm not gonna edit it. What happens, happens. Yeah, okay, so I'll leave that one there. I feel like I've explained it well enough. So looking now at external factors, we've got the Hanged Man inverted. So maybe if it is work, maybe you've been put in a situation where you're kind of left in the lurch. Maybe you've heard rumors that there's going to be layoffs and then nothing's been said about it. Maybe there's some restructuring going on and you're in the middle of it and don't know how it's going to land. It's upside down, which means perhaps I feel like you don't have all the information yet. Because upright, the Hangman is about seeing things from a new perspective. You know, literally turning the world on its head and seeing things a different way. But I feel like you're not quite there yet. I feel like you don't have all the information. You don't know how things are going to land. And there's a bit of... And that's probably where this stress and anxiety is coming from. You know, you're probably running through all the situations, all the scenarios, all the outcomes, everything that could possibly happen. And... maybe that's what this Ace of Swords is. Maybe you're waiting for this information to come in so you can finally know where you stand. And perhaps you'll have to think quickly on your feet to be responsive, to make sure that you come out with some stability at the end of it. Oh, okay, this sounds intense. I'm feeling stressed for you. Come on, cat. Ugh. All right, hopes and fears. We've got the Nine of Wands inverted. So the Nine of Wands is... it's like when you're almost at the finish line and you have to just pick yourself up and say, okay, I'm almost there. I'm on the last lap or the last leg. I can do this. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm beaten up, but I'm just going to persevere and get to the finish line. It was inverted, hopes and fears. So, yeah, I guess I think just being in a lurch, you're like, how long can this go on? How long can I stay in this situation? I need there to be some sort of clarity, some sort of direction, some sort of outcome. You know, I can't just keep going ahead with everything up in the air. So, yeah, that's hopes and fears. This sounds really rough. Okay, well, I'm going to pull the final outcome. I'm hoping it's a good one for you. I mean, oh, cat! She's being so clingy. She's, anyway. Final outcome. Okay. Okay, so we've got the Three of Pentacles, inverted. Three of Pentacles is all about teamwork and about, you know, everyone pulling their weight, everyone working together for common goal and a great outcome. It was inverted. So I get the feeling there's going to be some disruptions to the team. Again, doesn't have to be work, community, family, whatever context, but it definitely feels like a work reading because we've had a bunch of pentacles. Well, Queen of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. So, yeah. Where was I? Lost my train of thought. Yeah, I'd say when this decision finally lands, I think there's going to be some disruption. And you're going to have to think quick on your feet to try and move towards you being back in a secure, comfortable position. But I feel like you can do it. You've got this. I think, yeah, I think you're just going to have to persevere for a little longer, unfortunately. That's tough. All right, I'm going to leave that there. All the best with this situation, Scorpio. I hope you land on your feet and can get through it and move through all this stress and turmoil. If you liked this video, if the message resonated, please like or subscribe. And like I said, I'm just starting out, so I'm very much open to any feedback. So feel free to leave some comments below, positive, negative, I hope whatever's constructive, please. But I'll try and do these readings once a month. So until next time, I'll see you then. Bye.